Welcome back, everybody, to the Gridiron Gals podcast. I'm Rita, the NFL chick.
And hey everyone, it's Chelsea, aka Chelsea's right.
We are in week 5 of the NFL season. Rita is currently in hell. Um, yeah, I'm gonna have to get me an Etsy witch doctor to put some potions on my team to reverse whatever curse they got going on. So that's where I stand with what I got going on. Don't ask me no other motherfucking questions because I don't want to talk about it. Thank you so much. All right, let's talk some NFL news though. Unfortunately, I just said that about my team. Now we got to turn around and talk about Chelsea's team. So, Cowboys, Packers. Now we sat there and talked about how good this Packers defense is, and then the Packers gave up 40 points to a CeeDee Lamb-less Cowboys team. And then they went to overtime. And then it ended like that. After that, it was so anticlimactic the way that it ended compared
Yeah.
to how we got to the point, because it was rolling, honey. It was rolling. That game was gaming. And then the end happened, and then everybody was like, what the entire fuck is going on? So, Chelsea, of course, the conversation has been, I cannot believe a game ended in a tie. Where do you stand on this topic?
Well, let me just say, the game ending in the tie is not the fault of the teams that played. It is the league that changed the rules. And they changed the rules because everybody was hooting and hollering in that game, in that playoff game when, was it a playoff game when the Chiefs played the Bills and they went into overtime and Josh Allen did not even get to touch the ball because it was sudden death overtime and the Patriot, Lord, the Chiefs went down, scored a touchdown, the game was over, and Josh Allen never got to touch the field, and everybody was just a hooting and a hollering, and I probably was too because that game was so good I wanted to see some more, and they changed the rules, and that's why we are here. And I believe since that time there has been two, maybe three, seasons that games that have ended in a tie. So there's that. Um, I am going to. Y'all know I didn't watch that game, right?
You
I don't.
didn't? Not none of it?
I did not watch that game live
Friend.
because I stand on business. Oh, you thought it was a game? I was with you, wasn't I?
No, you was not. Not for that
I
game. You
was,
were now. You was
I was with
you
you earlier, and
you
I
was in
told
the
you
car.
I'm
You was in
not
the, by the
watching.
time that game started, friend. You was the first quarter was probably ending. You could have seen. Well, it went 5 quarters, so you could have seen
I did not watch that game. I'm gonna
clearly.
tell you what I did. I watched this movie called Stuck in
You watched
Time
a
or something.
movie.
Uh huh. And then I went to sleep. And look, then I woke up, and then but listen, me not watching the game didn't do nothing because guess what? I was still nervous. So
Was you checking your phone and looking at the score though, friend?
so I looked at the score, and I'm gonna tell you, I looked at the score. I went, well, first of all, something popped up on my phone and said that the halftime, and I think that the score was like 12-14, something like that. And I said, ooh. And I looked at that, but it was already past halftime. When I checked the score at 11:30, I said, all right, let me rip the band-aid off. And that thing said 34-30 Green Bay. Cowboys had the ball with 1 minute and 35 seconds left. I said, oh, this game is still on. Turn the channel. Watch. I said, you know what? They've been doing good without me watching it, so I'm not going to finish watching it. So I went ahead and put something else on because my movie was already gone. I checked the score again, and it was 11:45, and that's when I realized they was in overtime. I said, "Oh, absolutely not! You're not gonna give me no heart attack." And then I checked it again around midnight, and it said tie game, and I literally laughed and rolled all the way off my bed because I was like, "This is exactly a Cowboys thing right here." In a game that was boosted up to be the coming home of Micah Parsons, and oh, is Jerry Missouri going to do a tribute to him, which I thought was dumb for people to get upset over there. And they're making it seem like it's a Super Bowl. This motherfucker ended in a tie. And Michael Parsons got the only sack he got on Dak was he ran him down. Now, did I watch the game after that? Yeah, I watched the whole game at 2 o'clock in the morning. Nice and easy. I was relaxed. I already knew what was going to happen, because I just decided not to stress myself out. So, yeah, I did watch the whole game, and hey, Dak DeBarge was wheeling and dealing. Baby, Dak was wheeling and dealing. I don't know what kind of vibranium he didn't get from when he tore that muscle off their hip last year. But baby, that man is wheeling and dealing. And but that defense is putrid. What the hell is going on with Green Bay? That defense is putrid.
I mean, after like being like shutting down the Detroit Lions in week one, and it just feels like it's slowly gotten worse every
The
week.
Green Bay scored 41 points in the first 3 games. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, they gave up 41 points in the first 3 games, and they gave up 40 in one game to the
Oh,
Cowboys.
I would take them any day though. Good Lord, please help me, help
You
me.
would so there I will say this: there are some bright spots. I'm going to watch the next game.
Okay.
I'm going. There are some bright spots. The offense is offensing. The offense is rolling. We have a dun da 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 running game.
Well, okay. So back to the question
So
on overtime though. What do we make? Do we go back to sudden death or not?
we don't make that decision. They're not going to change it back.
I mean, if you were the commissioner today, what would
I
be?
really don't. I don't care other way. In either way, I really don't have an opinion about that.
I am very indifferent about it. Like people are having
I just
conversations about
yeah,
it,
I
and I'm
don't
like,
care.
how often do games end in a tie? Like I just don't even
Mm-mm.
it don't happen enough for us to have like a real conversation about it. In my opinion.
Yeah, it honestly is just as inconsequential to me as the whole tush push mess. I mean, I'm like, um, I feel like there are other rules that could be possibly looked at more, but I mean, what I do think though is that rules should not be changed haphazardly. You shouldn't just change a rule because everybody don't like something that happened. Like it just like one thing. I think it should be a culmination of things, or maybe a rule change that betters multiple things, you know what I'm saying? But like a rule change because somebody got mad about one game, I think that's dumb. And I think that now this is what you get. And so this is for teams that end in a tie. I mean, it's like it could hurt you or it could give you a half a game boost. I mean, you never know how it works out.
I completely agree with that. So I'm with you on everything that you just said. All right, sticking with the NFC East. Jaxon Dart came in for your boy, Reverend Russell Wilson, who was getting ready for his Church of Christ that you can become a member of. And, hey, they beat the Chargers. My favorite thing about this, Charles, not the fact that Jaxon Dart, like, won against the Chargers, right? We know that the Giants had not had a win prior to that game. And we're not having enough conversation, in my opinion, about Justin Herbert losing that game to a team that was winless up until that point.
People don't like to have real conversations about Justin Herbert.
I think
I mean,
Justin
I don't know.
Herbert is
I
a good
don't know.
quarterback.
I think so too. I mean, but you know that he was supposed to be
The one, huh?
the one. He was supposed to be the one, but yeah, I don't know what happened, but I just remember actually something that your mother said to me on Sunday. Any given Sunday, it's
Any given
any
Sunday.
given Sunday. Any team can be beat.
Yes.
Any team can be beat, and I think sometimes it just ain't your day.
And I think with the situation with Jaxon Dart, right? Like it's like, yeah, you can look at his college tape, but now this is a different level. So I don't know how much preparation you can get. Like to me, it's not uncanny for a guy like Jaxon Dart to potentially come in and for the first 3 weeks win 2 out of 3 of his games because there's no NFL game film on Jaxon Dart. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't surprise me that they one, it like you really that nothing to go for except like his old Miss tape. And
Yeah. I
you
mean, it's
know,
the same thing that happened with the the Italian dude. Remember Tommy DeVito?
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Girl,
And
forgot
then
all
there's
about that man.
and then poof,
Gone.
you know,
Gone with the wind.
gone with the wind. Once they got a little film on you, buddy, your time's
Yeah.
up here.
So I wouldn't be
Your
surprised
time
if
is
like,
up here.
the first couple weeks he plays well.
He might put a few wins together, and then
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
morning. Hmm.
Hello. Good morning. So there's that. So we'll see how this goes with the Giants. Who do they play this weekend? I guess we'll look that up shortly. But I'm curious to know what the Giants got going on, like for the next couple of weeks. Like, who do they get to play? Okay, they play the Saints. Okay, that's another win for them. Okay,
Oh.
well, okay. So this is two in a row for old Jaxon
Hmm.
Dart, unfortunately. Well, we were supposed to talk about the Ravens. Charles did put up a thing that said, "Who put a root on the Ravens?" I already told you. Well, I don't know if I gave you a name, but I saw something on Twitter, and I found this girl. Let me tell you something.
She working roots.
Let me tell you something. Whoever you are, Miss, hold on. I'm gonna find.
Oh, and
I'm
this
gonna
is
find.
spooky season, child.
I'm gonna find. I'm gonna find this name, and uh, I just said, oh, she's the one that did it. And uh, this lady's her name is Maria M.L. Strat. And on September the 9th, she said, "Now's a good time I can admit I paid an Itzy which to curse his NFL team this season." And somebody said, "What's the team?" And he said she said the Ravens. And when I find you, Maria, I'm gonna fuck you up.
Oh, oh, y'all gotta reverse that.
I'm gonna fuck you
Y'all
up,
gotta find
Maria.
somebody.
I'm gonna fuck you up.
Oh,
I'm
it's a
gonna
root.
fuck you up. Okay? Because I don't know what the Ravens did to you, but girl, fuck you. Okay? I'm going to have to figure out a way to switch this around. But in the meantime, I'm going to get somebody to beat you up. I'm not
Girl,
really.
what y'all gotta go put some salt around
I'm not
MT?
really. I'm not really. I want to be clear that I'm joking here. But in a former life, I might have meant that shit if I cared as much as football is about. If I did back 20 years ago, I might have
Hey,
meant that shit.
hey, that root work, hey, that stuff be, hey, you can dismiss it if you want to, but it be working.
I also don't like certain people being down with the voodoo.
Uh
Let me
oh,
say
is
that.
this a non-cookout attendee?
Yes, it is.
Oh, wait a minute, that's
It
different.
is. It
Okay,
is.
okay,
It is a non-cookout
okay,
attendee.
okay, that's different. Oh
It's a
no,
non.
mm-mm,
Yeah,
mm-mm, mm-mm,
yeah.
mm-mm,
So
mm-mm.
I'm gonna put a root out on her.
Yeah, she. Mm-mm.
Let's see it. Let's see how it goes, friend. Let's see how it goes. She ain't responded. She ain't said nothing. You know why? Cause we on her ass now, buddy. We're on her
Yeah, we're gonna have to
ass.
rally. We're gonna have to call upon, call
Mm-hmm.
upon the ancestors. On well,
Mm-hmm.
we got to reverse that thing.
She said. Then she goes online today and says, "Yesterday I gave my login to my friend to change my Twitter password because I wanted a break. And tonight my fantasy football group chat popped off because some Ravens account posted this. The followers in which realized this text is inbound. I didn't curse your team. Well, you posted it. And yes, it is an inbound because it's white. We don't give a fuck about none of that shit, girl. You posted it.
Reverse the curse.
Reverse it, bitch.
Oh shit! It's a real root. That's all right. I know exactly who to call. Don't worry. We'll get that off there.
Reverse the curse, bitch.
We'll get that root off there.
That's okay. That's all right. Let me tell you something. I know football guards have not been like the sports guard has not been nice to me in general, but the football guards ain't gonna be nice to your team either because you posted and you thought you was being funny, and then it got caught
Then again,
on, and now they on your ass like grass Maria. Hmm. Hmm. I'm gonna get
uh,
you. I'm gonna get you. And they said she a Bills fan. Ooh, girl. Let me go ahead and put my root in too.
well,
I want extra, and I want the extra spicy root.
you might not have to do nothing because they might just get right to the end of the season and
Ah!
hey, You got to be a powerful voodoo queen
Just saying,
to,
Prime.
to do better than what's the root that they already got on them.
Just
You
saying.
got
So
to be,
don't ask me what's going on with the Ravens, but
yeah.
I don't fucking know what's going on with anybody
Yeah,
anymore.
okay. Yeah,
It is.
I don't know. I was completely wrong about them, and I decided that I'm no longer going to invest any thought.
And that's very. Hey, I understand. I mean, look, we
Godspeed.
we were all wrong, but the
Hmm.
injuries is what makes it way worse.
Yeah,
Like
and yeah,
it's one thing to like be bad, but Lamar Jackson being on your team is always going to give you an opportunity. I don't really care what it is. We they did the same thing last year, same exact thing. Started off the season the same exact way. We know how that ended. They went to the divisional round, but now everybody's hurt, so I don't. It's nothing you can do about it. So I'm off it. I gotta keep talking about it because I gotta do post game. But at the end of the day, and I gotta watch. I can't be like you to just be like, well, I'll watch at 2 o'clock in the morning. I can't. I gotta watch it. But
preserve
now
my peace.
I have no expectations, so my peace is preserved as well. Because
Good.
I'm just like, okay, well, they lost. Well, I had a good day today. So what had happened was, and that's what's gonna happen for me. So that's what's
Can
going
I
on.
ask you one question
Sure.
related to the Ravens though? This is a little off script. So it recently came out in the last week or so that Shador Sanders said that he was not. I don't know if he didn't take the call or whatever. He did not want to go to the Ravens because he did not want to sit behind Lamar Jackson. And it came out about a week ago. And then, of course, after Lamar Jackson gets is out for a couple of weeks with a hamstring injury, now people are like, well, if you had gone to the Ravens, you would be starting
No, we
right
wouldn't.
now, or you
Why?
wouldn't be the backup. And I was like, hey, I don't know. I think we're doing a lot here,
Yeah.
but also like I think that I don't know. I don't know how about the fit. But Living just asked you this: if that were to occur, and if he were to be the number two, how would you feel about him getting in that game?
I wouldn't have a problem with it.
You and that problem?
I think Shador has some good qualities.
Mhm.
I think
Mhm.
he's very accurate. He is one of the most accurate players in college football history. So you can build on that. I mean, obviously he got some footwork that he needs to work on, and sometimes he gets his passes in a little late. But it wouldn't. It I don't think that anytime you have like what backup do you really feel confident in any situation? So like it does, you know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
it
Like
doesn't.
once your starter goes out, you're just like,
Yeah,
okay, season's over. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like
But I feel
so
like he would have had a lot to learn from Lamar sitting behind Lamar Jackson. Like I
maybe
don't think
they
sitting
don't have the same skill set though. So I don't know. You know what I mean?
there maybe some discipline, maybe some humility.
Possibly.
Like it's not all just
I mean, Deion
sometimes learn.
Sanders' father, that
I
wasn't the
understand, but
humility was never
skills,
going to
soft skills
change.
goes far, and soft skills go far.
I think that real quick, because I don't really want to like harp on this. Like I think that Shador has a problem with articulating things without coming off as arrogant. I want a player like Shador in the sense of I want my person to be confident and I want
And
him to
passionate.
do and be passionate. I think that he does not know how to do that without coming off arrogant, and then that's the problem with him.
Hmm.
I understood the logic that he had. He was basically like, I'm never gonna play, and I feel like I'm a starter in this league. And if I'm playing behind Lamar, I'm even if I do go in and play, Lamar's the star. He's always gonna get his job back. I'm never gonna be able to take a job from Lamar Jackson. And I think the Eagles was the other team. I'm never gonna be able to take a job from Jalen
No,
Hurts.
no.
That's never going to happen. So I understood the logic behind it. I just don't think that he knows how to articulate things well because Deion Sanders is his father, who never knew how to articulate anything well. He just said what he wanted to say because he's a Leo, and that's typical Leo energy. They don't give a fuck how they say anything. So there's that. But I want us to stop the whole he would have been the next person in line. They paid Cooper Rush 2 years, $10 million. He's getting pennies on the dollar. Shador. He was never going to be. Now he would have been probably the number two if that's what you're saying, like from Cooper Rush
From
at this
Cooper
point.
Rush, yeah.
But he was never going to be starting. Enough of that
Hmm.
bullshit. Y'all sound crazy. You sound stupid.
Yeah.
And as a person who doesn't even have a problem with Shador, I can't even take y'all serious.
No, and stop asking him questions.
Leave him alone. God
What
damn.
third
Why
string
are we
are you
giving a fifth
talking
round
to?
pick so much airtime
What third string are you talking to? On any team, name
on
them.
any team? But now you want to talk to this guy. Okay. All right. So anyway, that's my opinion on that. And we're gonna move
Thank
along.
you for
Some good,
sharing.
yeah, of course, friend. We know Bad Bunny Benito will be
Benito.
doing the Super Bowl as it was announced on Sunday night during the game. And the reactions are what you thought they would be. People do not know that Puerto Rico is in the United States. They don't know that he's a United States citizen. Like, so
Child, they said send ICE after Benito. Benito is an American.
Benito is in America. So, are you ready for the Bad Bunny halftime show,
Baby,
Charles?
I've been in Puerto Rico for the last 3 days since they announced that. I have
Not
been
physically, by the
I
way.
have been in Puerto Rico for the last 3 days. I've listened to his album up and down. I have between that and Bodega Batty, I done been working on my salsa moves. I used to take salsa lessons and go dancing, and I had the dancing shoes and everything, and I fell off from that child. But I am ready. Like he is the biggest Latin star in the world right now. He is a sold out concert set that he only did in Puerto Rico, and he did not do it in the United States because of the ice. He was like, I'm not, y'all not gonna get me to herd my people up in one place for you to try to take them and deport them to Puerto Rico,
Thank you.
dummies. But I think it's amazing. I think that people, I don't even know who he is. I don't even know who he is. Okay, well then guess what? You're gonna learn who he is.
Well, yeah,
Um,
just because you don't know who he is, don't
just
mean
because you
that.
don't know who he, yeah. And I think
Mm-hmm.
that you
Mm-hmm.
know the wig can put together a Super Bowl show. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
we went from Usher to Kung Fu Kenny
Yep.
to Bad Bunny.
We had
With
Rihanna.
Rihanna,
Yeah.
yep, and like, hey, that man knows what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
And my favorite thing is the black reaction to Bad
Mm-hmm.
Bunny. And we don't know how to do nothing small. We don't know if one thing black people gonna do is we gonna hype you up.
Cause I'm definitely the ones like I'm gonna be like suavemente. I know that's not his song. I don't give a fuck, but I don't know no Spanish. I don't know how to speak it.
Just
But
do it. It don't matter. Nobody will
I'm
know
just gonna
that
be
you ain't
like
said it right.
suave, suave. What's the one song that I do know that it's a collab? Who is it with? Was it with Cardi?
Yeah, I like it like that.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
I know that one.
That was the first like big feature that he's ever had with Cardi. Of course,
Yeah.
Cardi got some. So I love the black reaction to it. Black people are the best hype man in the world. The best, just this. We are all Flavor Flav.
Mhm, mhm,
We
mhm,
and my favorite thing is black people. Like, I hope he don't speak a word of English. I hope
mhm.
it's all Spanish, and it is. And so I love the feeling of it. I have been curating a set list in my head that includes Mark Anthony and Cardi B coming out and doing "I Like It Like That" and easing us into Bodega Batty a little bit. I'm gonna send my curation to him let him approve.
You gonna sing your list?
Yeah, because it's Mark Anthony. Now, some people say they don't want J Lo, and I understand, but I
I
want
do
you to
not want J
I
Lo friend.
understand.
I'm
But when you're
sorry.
talking about a Puerto Rican and you're talking about a New
Yeah,
Yorican,
we seen her already. I don't
I
want her
understand.
again.
We understand.
Put
But what I
somebody
am
else and put
saying,
Cardi and her pregnant belly up there.
well, she ain't gonna be pregnant then.
Are we
Cardi,
sure? They said
yes,
she
but
due
if
around that time.
that's February. That lady said her tour start in February and the baby will be here.
No, the tour started in April.
Well, she said the baby will be here.
That's what they said.
So,
They said the baby coming in February, so she might not be able to
well,
make it.
hey, well, you know how Cardi is. If she ain't delivered, she might be on that stage.
Very true.
But yeah, hey, first of all, don't ruin my set being logical.
My
Okay?
bad friend. I don't want
Thank
J
you.
Lo though. Come
Well, I
on, boy, give me
understand that you
somebody
don't.
else.
But this is about, so it is where you are you going to go? You got to have like New York, like I think that like the Fania All Stars, which is the group that like Hector Lavoe and all of them, like you gotta have some old school. You gotta throw Bodega Batty in there, even though Cardi is Dominican Trinidadian. But J Lo, I mean, I don't want I want J Lo to come and be Jenny from the Block. J Lo, if she's gonna come, I prefer her be in the audience. But if she's gonna come, now Mark Anthony, now hey, that's my man right there. That's a singing little man. Yeah. So I'm working on the set list. I got a couple of months. I'm working on curating the whole show, but I think it's a wonderful thing. And anything that pissed the racist white folks off makes me happy.
Anything. Oh,
I've been
one
happy
thing.
all week. I've been smiling.
Oh, because listen, we kept hearing Adele or Taylor Swift, and I was like, I
Hey,
will go to take a nap. Look,
Adele.
I was thinking to myself, look, Adele is a great singer. I love Adele in terms of her voice. I
Hmm.
do not listen to Adele's music. I'm sorry.
Me neither, because I don't want to slash my throat.
Thank you. I don't want to kill myself. Okay. So I don't listen to her music as much as I love the way she sounds. I don't like the shit she be saying. So I don't listen to her. Taylor Swift, I know that y'all like that. I do like the Shake It Off song, but after that, I'm going to turn it off. So I'm not listening to that either. I don't like unseasoned food and I don't like my
No.
music. I'm not listening. I'm not listening. I'm not indulging. I would rather than Living Color come back on a 30-year anniversary than or
Or the
something
Simpsons or something.
or The Simpsons than
Yeah,
watch
I'm not.
either of
Yeah.
those. Okay, so I love that we went from Adele might do it or Taylor Swift might do it maybe to Bad Bunny, baby, and everybody's gonna watch. You want to know why? Because white people, the Latin population in this world is way broader than you think. So records are gonna
Yep.
get broken. Just because you don't fuck
Oh
with it,
man.
don't
Hey,
mean that the others don't. They're watching.
that
Okay,
man sells out any concert he does,
any
whether it
concert.
be Puerto Rico. He chose to only do it in Puerto Rico, but if he did it, he sells out everywhere. That is music. It is music you can jam to. It is the old school salsa Puerto Rican vibe. It is the reggaeton. Like y'all gonna get this vibe. It is going to be a time.
It is.
And these the cultures in the United States and the cultures that drive the United States, y'all not gonna be able to shut that down. I
Yep.
am enjoying. Now let me ask you just one little thing about this. Now somebody said, because I was out on Blue Sky and I said, "Are y'all ready?" I said, "How are y'all going to react when Cardi B when Bad Bunny brings out Cardi B?" Because I'm almost 100% positive, if possible, she is. And someone says, "I hope he brings out the real Puerto Rican princess."
Jocelyn. Well, what song, man? What's the song she got?
I don't know. I had to say, not sure if serious.
Mm.
Hey, keep that lady right where she at.
Ah,
I don't know what
what
song
song
or
she had?
what.
Somebody said like it's my birthday. What was the song that she had? I can't remember, but it was terrible. The one song. It's like my birthday. I can't remember the song. She stinks. Okay, she
Only thing I know that Jocelyn say is, "Hey maid, I see you got your little maid outfit on." That's the only thing I know that she'll
like
ever
you
come out
always do.
like you
She had
always do.
she had a song. She like Papa did me something like my birthday. I'm gonna find that song.
Uh,
And
uh, uh.
we're not playing that, okay? We're the
You
Bad
know,
Bunny is an international superstar. That lady is a love and hip hop degenerate. Get the
that man
fuck
don't
out
know
of
who
here.
she is. He don't know no Jocelyn man is. Somebody said that real Puerto Rican princess. I was like,
Please
what?
go. Please go to
Hey,
hell.
go lay down.
Please,
Go
please.
lay down.
I want to go lay down. Yeah. No. Mm-mm. All right. Let's
Mm,
talk week 5 NFL picks. 49ers got a lot of guys not playing on for Thursday night football. Brock Purdy is already considered
mhm.
out of the game. I think Ricky Pearsall as well is not playing, and I'm maybe Christian McCaffrey. I'm not sure. But they play against the Rams. Who you got?
I got the Rams on this one. Yeah,
Yeah,
they have way too many injuries.
and then you
Yeah.
got Nick Bosa that is missing the whole season.
Hmm.
So I also am going with the Rams. All right, so another Sunday early game again. Minnesota Vikings. God damn, they got them just traveling around the world. It seems
Hmm.
against the Cleveland Browns, who will be starting Dylan Gabriel at quarterback. Who you like?
I feel like the Vikings should be able to handle this.
This is one of the situations where, like how we talked about Jaxon Dart, I feel like if you don't have a lot of tape on somebody, this is where
Hmm.
somebody can squeak out a win, and that defense still exists. So I am rolling with the Browns. All right. That just look what's here we go. I was supposed to say it just left me. Raiders at Colts.
Ooh, Colts.
Two people retired this week, by the way, for the Colts. Shaq Leonard and Xavier Howard. That's
Hey,
weird.
hey, how come people be retired? Now, didn't somebody retire at halftime? Rest in peace.
Oh, Vernon Davis's brother, Vontae.
Yeah. He said, "Hey, I ain't coming back. I'm taking my PTO today."
Sometimes it be like that, friend. Sometimes you just get a premonition,
Yeah.
and look, you gotta move when they say move. So you gotta go and do what you gotta do. But yeah, that's weird, and I just
Hmm.
felt like I need to highlight that. So, that being said, I don't have any reason to pick the Raiders.
No, I've seen enough.
I've seen enough. We're going with the Colts. Texans and Ravens, they're saying that Lamar is going to try to play. I doubt that he does. But that may no Lamar means more Derrick Henry.
I mean, I don't think the Ravens are going to drop another game. I think that they'll be fine.
I'm oddly enough picking the Ravens because I don't think that Texans defense, I mean offense
Mm-mm.
is good at all, and
Mm-mm.
The Texans run defense is still very suspect. So I just feel like they're going to just try to run it down their throat and keep the time of possession going for them. So
That's a good idea.
I'm going with the Ravens in a close one. Cowboys at Jets. This is a concern for you because we know that you are me either. Not a fan of turf. But MetLife does have turf. We have seen Malik Neighbors go out for
Mm-hmm.
knee injury on that field. You guys are already down a CD Lamb, so you don't really want to lose anyone else there.
Yeah. Um. I mean, usually I don't pick against the Cowboys.
That's correct. Chels does
But
not
I'm
pick.
also still not going to pick against them. So
Yeah, I just
your
think.
turn.
Look, I just think Cowboys got the better makeup, but I feel like the Jets is going to make this a game, kind of like what they've tried to do.
Mm-hmm.
But no bueno. I'm not picking the Jets. Giants and Saints. So yeah, we talked about this earlier with the Jaxon Dart situation. I don't see why there's any reason the Giants shouldn't lose.
Yeah. Yeah. They should be able to win that.
I mean, although the Saints did try to keep up with the Bills for a good while,
They did. They did. I mean, you never know.
you never
But
know.
right now, based on what I do know, I'll go with the Giants.
All right, Broncos at Eagles.
The Eagles are just eagling. I mean, it might be closer than expected, but the Eagles will probably win, especially at home.
If Bo Nix was a better quarterback, I'd go with the Broncos. But like Bo Nix threw like this stupid ass pick in the end zone. He was overthrowing guys. Like it feels like Auburn Bo
Yeah,
Nix has.
bad plays at the most inopportune time.
It feels like Auburn Bo Nix came back and not Oregon Bo Nix.
Oh,
And if that's the case, then I can't pick against the Eagles in that regard. But if I feel like if they had a little bit more competence at quarterback, they have again because that defense is nasty. They shut down Jamar Chase, baby. They shut
oh,
him
don't
down.
tell me. My parlay already know that.
Clink clink, shut him down. Okay,
Mm,
locked him up, threw away the key, threw it out the
I mean,
window.
I mean, if they so obliged to pull one off, I wouldn't be mad.
Of course, you wouldn't be mad. But I think we're both going with the
Thank you
Eagles here.
kindly.
Dolphins at Panthers. Actually, we're going to get back to that because I feel like that one should be the Tubi game of the
Yeah.
week. This stinks. And I like what the fuck, bro. We'll come back to that. Um, Titans at Cardinals could easily be the Tubi game of the week, but not worse than that one. So
I'm picking the
Trey,
Cardinals.
Trey Benson, also their running back for the Cardinals, is heading to injured reserve.
IR. I'm still picking the Cardinals.
Yeah, the Titans, like I like Cam Ward, and I think the Cam Ward will be, fine. But they all trying to figure that shit out, and it just looks a fucking mess in the process. So I'm also going with the Cardinals. Bucks at Seahawks should be interesting,
Oh, that's gonna be a good game.
but Bucky Irvin has a foot
Is
sprain.
foot sprain. Yep, and Mike Evans is still out.
Yeah, so
So I'm gonna go with Seattle at home.
I too would like to take Seattle at home. Bengals are hosting the Lions. I feel like if Joe Burrow was playing, we'd have more fun with this conversation. But
Yeah, that's not a fun Lions. Yeah,
that
poor
defense is
Bengals.
so fucking bad. They about to put 50
Terrible.
up. They about to put 50 up on them. They putting 50 up. A 50
Yep.
burger on that Bengals defense. Commanders at Chargers. Jaden, excuse me, Daniels. Because I always get him and Jalen Daniels from Kansas. I always say get them backwards. Jaden Daniels is back and playing in LA.
I'm gonna go with the Chargers on this one.
Yeah, I think that their defense is really
hmm
good, and so I think that
I
they
think
right.
that they had just had a bad Sunday.
Yeah, I think that they right the ship here, but I
hmm
mean, I would not be surprised though if Washington finds a way to squeak this out because they love to go for it on four downs, and to me, Jaden gives them the best opportunity to get close enough to go for it on fourth down.
And
He's
it's
quick.
and it's also depending on how ready he is.
But that's true too. He might be a little bit more precautious in terms of
Precautious and a little stiffer. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So we'll see. But I also am going with the Chargers here. Patriots and Bills.
Uh, the Patriots put up 42 points Sunday, but they wasn't playing the Bills, so I'm gonna go with the Bills.
The Patriots have some potential. They should have beat the Steelers last week,
Yeah,
but
that's
they turned
true.
the ball over like three times, and I think all of them was like in the red zone. So there was that. I would not be surprised if the Patriots pull this off. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I'm not picking them to beat the Bills. So there's that. uh, Monday night Chiefs at Jaguars. Interesting enough because Jaguars are 3-1.
What?
Yes,
Oh shit! Who is it? You said Chiefs or Jaguars? I'm picking the Chiefs, but Jaguars. If you want to do us a solid,
I'm going with the Jaguars. Fuck it,
go
why?
ahead, girl. I know that's right.
I'm going with the Jaguars. All right, and
Uh,
the Tubi game of the week,
we
week,
we we.
week is the Miami Dolphins at the Carolina Panthers. Now, we all know what happened to Tyreek Hill. Thoughts and prayers. Um,
Blue knee blown up. Do not get that. That is not
Smithereens.
just ACL. Knee blown up. He might not play next year. Oh boy,
He
nasty
got
work.
like 70 million guaranteed. He don't care. That's why he was smiling when he was getting carted off.
70 million guaranteed, 12 kids.
He got to divvy it up, my friend.
You got to divide that.
Mm.
Yeah, and I don't know what scrambled eggs is doing, or what he's gonna do. Um, yeah, I'm gonna go with the Panthers.
Hey man, that man said at the end of the post game, "Well, I want to thank God that he kept us with this game, for us being healthy for the most part." He hates Tyreek Hill.
He hates him. He's so
Ain't that
glad that his knee is
man sick?
gone.
Because why would you say that,
For
sir?
the most
Somebody got
part.
their knee blown to smithereens.
Hey, blown up.
Why would you say, well, thanks for salvaging the rest of us, God?
Glad we made it. Damn.
Hey, that man is yo. That man between that and the Cam comment, it's gone. That brain is somewhere in Jupiter. Okay, it's in another orbit. It's not here in the planet Earth, friend. Not here on the planet Earth. If
Oh.
Johnny had 5 apples, I bet you he don't know the fucking answer. I swear to God, it's bad. All right, so I mean,
So,
it's bad, friend. Thanks God that everybody was safe, well, for the most part. I said,
hey, like Big Perk say, if your brain was in a bird, it'd be flying backwards.
oh baby, oh Lord, oh God, that brain, it don't. You know how they say the elevator don't go to the top floor? No, that elevator's in hell, friend. It
Yeah.
is. It don't go up at all.
Stuck in between the floor 3 and 4.
Oh man. All right. So those are the week 5 NFL predictions. Don't pay us no mind. Don't use us for your parlays because we ain't here to don't yell at us when you use them and then you lose.
Mm-mm.
We don't give a shit. All right, college football, man, oh man, if you missed it, you missed it. I mean, literally from Friday night, you had
It was nonstop.
Florida
Mm.
State losing to Virginia, where to the point where they stormed the field. We thought that the man from Florida State had lost his life
Yeah, I
champion.
thought the DB was gone.
Thankfully, he's the DB and the wide receiver from Florida State. We just thought that, hey, we thought they perished, but thankfully they were okay. They made it through but multiple people obviously got hurt in that game. But that was a fantastic game. I think it was double overtime. Went to double overtime.
Double overtime. Yep.
I had an opportunity to watch it, and I just was like, "This game, this is like Virginia,
Yeah. So
Virginia."
I told Rita, I said I'm gonna do my root because I root for Virginia, sometimes, and I said I'm gonna do my root because I know y'all Florida fans was like,
Oh, baby,
yeah,
I
yeah.
celebrated. I celebrated
And
hard.
anybody else who, because at this point, we rooting for ranked teams to lose it because you want your team to be able to move up in the rankings and all of that kind of stuff. So I said, do it, Virginia, do it. And they did it.
They
That
did
my
it.
root work was working.
Yes, they
Maybe I need to
did.
reverse that Lamar Jackson root. I mean, the
Please,
root she put
friend,
on the
please,
Ravens.
can you
But
get on the hotline and do it now,
yeah, but that was, and
baby?
I have never seen a field get stormed that quickly.
Well, because they don't have anything to stop them. They didn't have because they were like in the end zone. Apparently, didn't have. It's just like
Mm-hmm.
a grass, and they don't
Mm-hmm.
have like anything around it.
Bars. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, to like
Like
for them to jump over.
someone
So
showed a video of like a slow motion, and it's like the ball went incomplete. Like you see the ball go incomplete, you see the DB hit the ground, and then you see the first foot. But guess what? After that fine they're gonna use that. They gonna build a barrier. Y'all not gonna do that no more.
yeah, it was
Mm-mm.
insane. Like it was
Mm-hmm.
really cool to watch in the moment, and then like 5 minutes later, I was like,
Somebody got hurt.
oh,
Yeah.
people got hurt. Oh, people got hurt. Like it was a delayed reaction for me
Yeah.
because I was just like, wow, I never seen a storm into the field like that before.
It
And then
was like
after my adrenaline went down, I was like, oh man, people got hurt. So hopefully those people are okay. But that was a great game. Saturday had some great games. USC lost to Illinois in overtime. Then you had Ole Miss and LSU, and we all know the drama around that because Lane Kiffin's daughter was dating the linebacker for LSU. That's the one that you see that went viral that was throwing up on the field. And everybody was like, Lane Kiffin poisoned him.
what a damn Lane Kiffin keep himself in the headline, boy. Get on my nerves.
One thing he know how to do, Shorty, he know how to keep
Hey,
himself in some
yes
headlines.
indeed. Yes
But
indeed.
LSU's offense is so
Ugh.
poor, dog. Like everybody was like riding Nussmeier's ass, and I was just like, "What do y'all like about him so much?" Because I don't see it, and now people are starting to see it. Like to me, he's
Mm-hmm.
mid. He is mid.
Yeah.
Not a fan.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I agree. I mean, yeah. I don't have nothing else to say about him.
Okay. Uh,
Yeah.
then
It's
you
nothing to report.
had
No news to report.
then you had Oregon and Penn State. They were boring as hell for three quarters.
Mhm.
Fourth quarter,
Mhm.
well, three and a half, let's say that. Because then in the fourth, like mid fourth quarter, it started to get good. And then that game went into overtime and it ended so fast. Like I was just like, what the fuck just happened? Because I saw one thing happen and then I blinked. And then the next thing I know, the Alar or Aller, I don't know how to say his name, the quarterback for Penn State, threw a pick, and that was the end of the game. And I was like, "What the fuck?" Like it just happened so fast. Like so, um, there's a picture going around, and I hope that the person who was in this picture is please get that picture blown up and put it in your living room. He is in his Oregon green, and he is sitting in a sea of
Oh,
whiteout
yes, yes,
Penn State
yes.
fans.
My hero. He's my hero.
It's my favorite thing on the internet right now. Like I literally just want I love the aura. I love the energy. People like that, like just imagine like I'm sitting here with all these motherfuckers and then your team win.
Right. And he like looking around, and he was just. I mean, he stood out like a highlighter. It's my favorite thing. It's my.
It's
I
my
love the crowd. I feel like they need to make cameras, do some drones or something. I need way more crowd reactions
me
because there's
too.
always some funny shit in the crowd.
Me too. Me too. I love that picture. Like I want that picture low key and just to put it in my basement because I think it's such a great picture. It's so good. And of course, last but not least, Alabama and Georgia. Once again, Alabama is the daddy of the University of Georgia and Kirby Smart and Company. So I feel like y'all lied to us about Ty Simpson. Y'all said that the boy wasn't going to be that good, and the boy can slang that thing. And I'm not talking about that thing. I'm not pause. I'm talking about that rock, that football.
Hey, Ty Dolla Sign was slanging it, running. I said, "Oh boy, we got something here. We got something here." Um, I I watched that game.
Of course you did. Of
No,
course you
but
did.
I mean there are definitely Alabama definitely gave up some big plays. And don't give up the big play is always the thing you want to say, right? Just don't give up the big play. And that did happen. But I think that the embarrassment of losing to Florida State in the first game of the season, from what I hear, they had a big come to Jesus and was like, all right, we ain't gonna do this. And I know Kalen DeBoer knows that, he don't want them people with them pitchforks outside his house. Alabama fans don't like to lose no games. And beating Georgia is going to make people have a little memory loss about losing to Florida State. But we
Hmm.
want to keep that momentum going. And I really am interested to see what Alabama is going to do against more mobile quarterbacks because that is the Achilles heel. And so when we talking about playing Vandy, all right now, you know.
We know
So,
how this one.
but
We know how this
yeah,
went last year.
yeah, exactly. And that boy's still there because he gonna play there for 6 years probably. So, yeah, but I enjoyed it. And speaking of crowds, there was a video going around where everybody is in the crowd looking like in shock, and there's a girl eating nachos,
She me. Because I
and
just
she
would have
like
been
this.
there for the vibes. I'd have been like, I ain't got
She
to
was
go.
just
Like,
eating
I'm
the
just
nachos, and we
enjoying
was like,
myself.
"This is perfect. This is perfect." So, but yeah, good. Hey, I enjoyed that one. The tide is rolling, and we'll see what the rest of the season look
Yeah.
like.
It was a great game. I mean, just from start to finish, just really good. Not like it didn't have the climax that last year's game did, but it was still really good. A lot of big moments, big plays. So I really enjoyed that. I mean, literally, college football was so good last week.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
if you are not a fan, please
Man,
just
y'all
watch.
don't know what y'all missing,
Yeah, you
man.
don't know what you're missing, friends. It's a fantastic time on Saturdays, particularly because now it's about to get cold. Y'all ain't doing shit. Just watch the games.
Yeah, and the economy is so bad we can't afford to do nothing. Eat your
Go ahead
wings
and
at
buy
home.
yourself some beer, or
Yeah.
liquor if that's your choosing. And like you said, get you some wings in the house and watch these
Mhm.
games and get familiar with your future NFL draft picks, okay? And let's have some
Then you
fun
know what to
together.
expect. Yeah.
Exactly. So I really enjoyed it. All right, Chels. It is volcano time. Who are you putting in the volcano this week?
I am putting Richard Sherman into the volcano. And I was thinking about it. I was like, I wonder if Richard Sherman has ever been in the volcano. Because if he hasn't, he just should. Because sometimes he just be talking. And he one of them smarty out niggas. You so damn smart. So the
He's
reason
going
why he's
a
going
smart
in,
nigga with CTE. He's a nigga still with
yeah,
CTE. So
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, because he be anyway. So the reason why is because, and I'm not sure if it was which pregame or postgame he was talking about, but he was talking about Russell Wilson, who is his former teammate. Of course, Richard Sherman was a part of the legendary Legion of Boom, and they, Seattle. If you haven't been under a rock, the whole Legion of Boom is Seattle and Super Bowls and blah 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 blah. And so basically, what Richard Sherman said and implied is that the reason why Russell Wilson was so good is because of the Legion of Boom. It's because that defense was so stellar that it set him off for the offense to be fail proof. And that after the Legion of Boom was disbanded, which almost always is going to happen after a Super Bowl win, that Russell Russell Wilson's um that he was basically a mediocre player, and that was what ended up with him leaving out of Seattle. And so Rob Parker from Fox Sports One is the one who commented on it and corrected it. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and what he said is that in Russell Wilson's um, last four games, excuse me, 4 seasons with Seattle. So if we go from 2016 to 2020, 10-6, 9-7, 10-6, 11-5, 12-4. What the fuck is Richard Sherman talking about?
Well, he left those years out purposely.
Okay. So here's my issue. Two things. Richard Sherman is a jerk, and clearly you got an issue with Russell Wilson and that. But nobody else on that desk pushed back on that.
That's my biggest issue. None of, like, and Tony Gonzalez leaned in on it too, which irritates me because he literally said he is playing himself out of the Hall of Fame. And then, like, when you literally look at his numbers up against Eli Manning, they have the same fucking numbers. Like, well, Eli's not in the Hall of Fame yet, but he will be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
He was one vote away from not being in it as a first ballot Hall of Famer. So at some point, Eli's getting in the Hall of Fame. So if
yeah.
you think that Eli is getting in the Hall of Fame, I'm confused as why we're having this conversation about Russell Wilson when, like, he literally has similar records to guys that are in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. And I mean, and he may not get in there quickly, but why wouldn't he get in there? I mean, he has had a magnificent NFL career. Like he has had an above average NFL career for a quarterback. Not everybody gets to even go to the Super Bowl,
Let alone win it.
let alone win it. So he went twice and won it once. I mean,
Yes.
that is, there are a lot of great players who do not have Super Bowl wins that are in the Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
But even after that, after that 2014 and then 16, 17, look at his record and everything. Like I really don't know what Richard Sherman is talking about other than that you are a massive hater and you're telling untruths.
Mm-hmm.
Those things are not true, and nobody pushes back. And that's the reason why we are exactly in this spot in the United States of America right now, because nobody pushes back against things that are not true. People let Stephen A. Smith run his mouth all day long, and nobody pushes back on that bullshit he be talking. But
Mm-hmm.
anyway, this is about Richard Sherman. Richard Sherman can go in the volcano for being out here saying things that are untrue, and whether they're untrue or not, you need to be fact checked right there. But also that is your former teammate, somebody that you want to ring with, and you didn't give him that Super Bowl ring. Y'all earned
Mm-hmm.
that as a team, and it was just nasty. Men be acting like some little bitches sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
So yeah, Richard Sherman in the volcano you go.
Using your personal feelings to affect like the
Yeah.
business side of it, and it's lame. And somebody somebody made that point. Somebody was like, I stopped fucking with Richard Sherman when he went to San Francisco. Like, you went to the enemy, bro.
You went
Like,
to the enemy. That's some lame shit. Fuck
get
out of
out of here, man. Go ahead, dog. Leave that man
here.
alone. Leave
Mm,
Russ alone. He's fine. Let Russ cook.
let him
Okay.
cook.
You know. I am putting my somebody who was well deserved of being there, Kathy Engelbert, aka Kathy Engelbaum, the commissioner of the WNBA. I'm putting her in the volcano. Shout out to Nafisa Collier for basically calling her out, having, telling out, dishing out the dirt, honey, saying that, Engelbum was talking shit about Caitlin Clark, and talking shit about, the value of this league, and she's
Hmm.
held this league back. And I'm glad that somebody has finally had the balls to, put it on Front Street, call a spade, say what it is. And now, as a result, shortly after that conversation, allegedly, she's after the new CBA, she won't be coming back. Quite frankly, I don't think she should be doing this CBA, with knowing, how she feels about, the players, in my opinion. But clearly, I don't have a say in this. But fuck her. Okay. I'm
Yeah.
glad that the chickens are coming to roost for you. I'm glad that your time is almost up. Hopefully, the next person that comes in and becomes commissioner for the WNBA actually cares about the product and wants to grow and build the product for the WNBA, and not be leeches and basically given a job, because essentially we're not going to absolve Adam Silver and them for this. They
Oh
played a part.
no.
They
Oh
played a part in
yeah.
her getting
Oh
over here
yeah.
too.
I wonder
So,
if people really know how much the NBA has to do with the WNBA because they own it.
yep. So, hopefully, now that we see that there is equity in the WNBA, hopefully we can have people in place that can let it grow to the lengths that it should have been grown a long time
A
ago.
long time ago.
So,
Yeah.
um,
Yeah. That it is. I think that Kathy is incapable of handling the boom that has happened in the last 3 years with the WNBA. She became the commissioner in 2020 when they were in the pandemic, and the boom and her comments, especially making them at a time when Unravel had its first season, but Unravel is quadrupling the revenue. The WNBA had an opportunity to become an investor in Unrivaled, and they said, "No, thank you." Ha, 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 ha. I bet you want to run that back now.
mhm.
All of the players, like they're getting all of the big names. Well, listen, once they got Paige Beckers, hey, the Paige is an Unrivaled. She's an Unrivaled. So you have that. Nafisa is a great spokesperson. She's very measured and calm and direct. And I'm wondering, just because of how rabid that statement was, I'm wondering if Kathy thought that that was like an off the record conversation.
I'm sure she thought it was an off the
Use a
record
dummy.
conversation.
Use a dummy.
I'm
Use a dummy.
sure. And guess what? She used it and turned it right against her. Good.
And quoted you.
She said, and I quote.
And I quote, she should be lucky, they should be lucky that the WNBA is giving them a platform to earn money. I said, oh, she said every single word of that. She said it all. And then I love the fact that the players were starting to, I support. And when the face of the league says, I ride with Nafisa no matter what, there you go. So yeah, Kathy is a saboteur.
Yep.
So I don't know who the next commissioner should be, but it has to be somebody that is forward thinking. And another reason why Kathy ain't shit, she know that them refs ain't shit. She knows
Mm-hmm.
that, and she
And
gonna say
and th-
all of the losers complain about the refs. Girl, this is abysmal
Everybody has
refereeing.
complained about the refs.
Everybody has complained about the ref. Mark Cuban even talked about it. He was like, "Y'all got some G League refs doing these games."
Yep.
So and with the scheduling, like look how many players the Indiana Fever making it to the semifinals after losing half of their roster because these people playing, they are playing back-to-back games and not getting the breaks and the rest. Like Kelsey Mitchell went out in yesterday's game against the game 5 versus the Aces due to some kind of condition that is basically muscle fatigue.
Mm-hmm.
Captain need her ass
Very,
beat.
very scary. Very scary moment.
That's what they came out of there.
Yeah.
Her
Yeah.
muscle said, "Here and no further."
Yeah, that's a very scary thing.
That's
And
so I ain't never even heard of that shit yet. Kathy need to go in that volcano, girl.
I'm
You got
glad
to
she's
put the top down tight.
put it in tight. I can't wait for her to get the fuck up out of here. And I think that and these girls deserve so much better. And shout out to
Absolutely, they do.
Nafisa for shout out to Fee for being the trailblazer and like saying what she needed to say and getting everybody on board
Yep.
with what it is that she was saying. So all right, guys. Final thoughts, Chels.
I don't think I had anything planned for final thoughts tonight. I'm just looking forward to another good weekend of football. It's rare that both of my teams win on the weekend. Last weekend I guess I got 1.5. I would like to get two be 2 for 2 this weekend. Looking for another crisp fall weekend. Child, we is in spooky season.
Right. Yeah.
We is in the spooky season. This year said I got somewhere to be. So yeah, I'm just looking forward to another good weekend of football. I'm real excited.
Yeah, me too. I am definitely looking for another great weekend of sports. None of my teams are good. So, I can watch without any true fear. I
Any
mean, of course, you're going to
expectations?
get like a little bit of anxiety, but if I don't expect nothing, it don't fucking matter. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm just here for the vibes, friend. I'm here for the vibes. I'm here just to watch the games and just enjoy myself, enjoy my time. So, we hope that you enjoy your weekend, enjoy your team, or not, like me and Charles. We just don't enjoy. She still enjoys her Saturdays. Me, not so much. But when your team's getting on your nerves, or just watch something else. Watch another team play, child. I don't know, but enjoy your weekend. Whatever it is that you do, make sure that you enjoy your weekend, and we will talk to you next week.
See ya.